And now you see, within 25 days, IT advanced exams is there. There is a schedule to be on October 3rd. That is, already 4 phases of the JEE mains exams are over. Many of you got a good percentiles. And today we will discuss about what to do within these 25 days. What to plan, how to prepare, all the 3 subjects, in which manner we have to prepare, which are the important topics, what are the more weighted chapters, and what may be the cutoff for the advanced examination. All this today we will discuss. The only thing is, we know that 4 phases exams are over. Around September 9th or 10th, JEE mains results they wanted to declare. So in that JEE mains, after result around 2.5 lakhs, they will select and they will say that you are qualified to write the advanced examination. In that different category, people will be there. So they will give a different cutoffs. They will give different cutoff for say OBC students, EWS students, general category student, SC student, ST student, and also PW categories. So that because another 5-6 days, why wasting the time? Who are expecting this much of percentages cutoff? I will tell you what is the expected cutoff for the advanced examination to qualify or to write the advanced examination. So depending upon that, you start preparing now onwards. You start preparing now onward. That is, the mainly if we take a IIT advanced writing purpose, mains already you should have a minimum percentiles. That minimum percentile, it is expected that this year for a general or forward caste students, it is around 88 to 90%. Means if you are getting 88 to 90 percentile, already you got it, then you are eligible for IIT writing advanced examination. It is expected percentage, 1 or 2% here and there you may get. And for OBC, it is expected that 70 to 72 percentile is enough to write the advanced examination. EWS, economically weaker section student, also it is approximately 70 to 72 percentile you may get. For SC student, 50 to 52 percentile, and ST student, it is expected that 48 to 48%, 45 to 48% maybe the expected cutoff is these are nothing but a percentiles which you got in JEE mains first phase, second phase, third phase, fourth. Best of that they will take, and they will say that you are eligible to write the IIT advanced examination. So, and PWC is nothing but less than 1% is expected. Less than 1% for the PWD, physically handicapped student. Now, one thing you have to remember, if 9th or 10th IIT mains exams results occurs immediately within 3 days, because already advanced examination, so the dates come, or you can say they have already announced the dates, schedule they announced it, within 3 days you have to apply, be careful. Now, applying is okay, but now onwards you start preparing. What type of subjects you have to prepare? All the 3 subjects if we take, what are the important? I wanted to tell about today, what are the important topics, what are the more weighted chapters, and what type of things. So you should have a perfect planning for these 25 days to get into a good IIT. So how to get a 180 plus marks, or how to get a 1000 below rank? If you take the last year cutoff says that to get if you are getting a 180 plus marks, means they may conduct for 360, they may conduct for 380 or 390, we don't know. Actually, percentage, how many marks they will conduct, we don't know. But paper 1, paper 2, they will conduct. In that 50%, I am talking about if it is 360, 180 plus. 50% and above if you are getting, you have a very good seat, you will get the top IITs. 50% more than marks if you get in the IIT advanced, definitely you will get a seat in a top 5 IITs. Whereas if you are getting 35 to 40%, also you will get a seat in IIT for a general category students. I'm talking general category of the student. I'm talking. So these are the things. Means to get the 50%, no. Everyone should remember that don't prepare 100%. Already you prepare for the 2 years. Some people have a long view. 9th, 8th also they have done foundation. In the first year, second year they prepare for the advanced examination. Whereas with respect to 2 years, these 2 years vigorously you prepared. Now these 25 days, what you have to do? Those who are not prepared also they can plan. Those who are prepared also they should have a perfect planning. That is nothing but to get a 50% or 35% of the marks. You have to prepare only 60 to 65% of the chapters. 60 to 65% of the chapters in the last moment you have to prepare. In each subject, math, physics, chemistry, 50 to 60 to 65% of the chapters if you prepare, you will get 50%. Depending upon your knowledge, you will get 35% or 40%, and you are eligible and you will get into your IIT. So this is the major important thing you have to remember. In detail, we will do also what is the rank expected according to the marks of the advanced examination, and also how many marks you have to get, and what important chapters are there in physics, chemistry, maths also we will discuss, and this 25 days planning also I wanted to give in this uh, half an hour or 40 minutes program. So listen carefully. Now, you see very carefully, I already told, I will tell about the three subjects, maths, physics, chemistry. First, say topic wise we will do, and next chapter wise also we will do. If you take a topic wise, I have taken the 2018, 2019 and 2020 IIT advanced papers. That is, every year they will conduct paper 1, paper 2. So, and the 3 years paper 1, paper 2 on whole total average, because already you might be knowing clearly that advanced examination is on that day only it will be known how many marks they have wanted to conduct, and it may contain passages, it may contain matrix matching, it may contain integer type, different type of integer type also, single answer question, multiple answer question, partial marking system, no negative marking system, so many things will be there. So how to attempt exam, how to prepare also we'll talk. First of all, different three subjects, overall very quick review of the topics we'll do, then we'll go to the chapters. Now on the screen you can see here clearly mathematics average weightage analysis for the 2018, 19, 20 clearly says that algebra chapters are more important. 33% of the algebra questions occur, and whereas if you take the next is the calculus around 30%, and coordinate geometry, next vector algebra, next trigonometry. These are the important chapters, topics where more weightage chapters. That means while preparing, you have to concentrate which chapter separately. Independent in algebra, what are the chapters? That also I want to tell. If we take in this algebra, matrix and determinants you have to do. Sequence and series a compulsory question you have to do. And next thing is probability you have to do compulsory. Complex number you have to do compulsory, and permutation combination you have to do compulsory. So these are the major algebra chapters which consist of the 30% of the marks. I am giving a percentile. 30% of the paper may contain this. So next point, in this all chapter you wanted to prepare less, that we will do discuss. So next point will be the calculus. You know that application of derivative, which include the tangent normal and mean value theorems, maximum, and LOD, LCD, limits, continuity, differentiability in the calculus, definite integrals, and differential calculus. These are the in the calculus part. And next point is, if we take the coordinate geometry, circles and the conic sections are the most important in this. So this is in the trigonometry, particularly the solution of the triangle and inverse and trigonometric equation related to the mixed concept question. Majority of the questions of the all the three subjects will come the mixed manner, mixed concept question. And once again, I will tell all the three subjects also. If we take around 50% of each subject questions, will be very hard, very hard. And 30 to 35% questions will be moderate. 30 to 35% questions will be moderate. 15 to 25% questions in each subject will be, say, easy. Means 15 plus 35, around 50% moderate and easy, 50% total hard they will give. So to get into a below 100 rank, hard also to attempt, that is different. But to get into a below 1000 rank, you have no need to do all that hard work. Your preparation is different, writing is different. Now, if you take here, if you take the subject physics, if we take A topic wise first we'll do, not a chapter wise. If we take in this, the last 3 years, 2018, 19, 20, clearly I'm telling paper 1, paper 2, on an average I have taken the analysis. On that, on an average, mechanics is the maximum percentage of the marks you are getting, around 38%, and whereas the next is the electro or dynamics, 29%, next heat and thermodynamics 11%, and waves and SHM and modern physics is the next categories, and along with optics and SHM and waves also. So these are the major parts. In this separately, you know, rotatory dynamics is very, very important. Alternate current is very, very important. Electrostatics is very important. Modern physics, atomic physics, all these chapters are very, very important with respect to the last moment studies. This last moment for the last 25 days only left. These chapters you have to do more work, and that too one thing you remember, application oriented, and say clearly it is a application oriented. Different techniques you have to use for the calculation, because direct calculations won't be there, mixed concept and a typical calculation part will be there. You have to use more number of problems you have to do for these 25 days, particularly previous year papers you see, and some 1 or 2 3 exams of the advanced exams in the colleges you write, and meanwhile you concentrate more on preparing, not more on the examinations. So more on preparing and the major weighted chapters. Already I told these chapters independently also I will tell. So these chapters you have to prepare thoroughly to get a 1000 below rank. Now next thing, if we take the chemistry part also, if we take now, if we take in the chemistry, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and the inorganic chemistry, you know, mainly for the last 3 years on an average, physical chemistry question, because it involves the problems also mainly. So physical chemistry questions occur more. Means you can take 40, around 40% to 41% physical chemistry questions came, and around 30 to 31% of inorganic and organic. That too in organic chemistry, particularly aromatic compounds, more percentage came. So if we take the chapter wise also, if we take in the chemistry, you can see the screen, P block elements, ionic equilibrium, chemical kinetics, aromatic compounds, thermodynamics, thermochemistry, and coordinate compounds are very, very important. Very, very important. The last one studies, you have to concentrate more work on this. So next point is, if we take the physics, last moment studies, ray optics, electromagnetic field, rotational dynamics, alternate current, magnetic field, electrostatics, thermodynamics, and modern physics are important. With respect to mathematics point of view, LCD means limits, continuity, differentiability, series, sequence and series, and vectors, circles, AOD, application of derivative mainly involves tangent normal, maximum minima, and mean value theorem. Next, matrix and determinants, conic sections, you know that ellipse, hyperbola, and parabola, and definite integral. Integral also important, but definite integral many times you are getting, because it involves the application oriented, including the areas. Definite integral, complex numbers, probability, permutation, and combination. Now, these are the important topics you have to remember. And one more important point is, if we take 2018, 2019, 2020. The last year and this year also they will qualify 2.5 lakh students. 2.5 lakh students will be qualified for the JEE advanced, that is on 10th September or 9th September you will get the result. In that they will qualify. In that 50% will be the reservation candidate, 50% will be the general category candidate. So in that if we take around 2.5 lakhs, but only around 1.56 lakh students wrote the IIT, means even though they are qualified in the advanced cutoff, they crossed the cutoff, they are not written, they are not applied last year. 1.56 lakhs only applied. Out of 1.56 lakhs of advanced writing student, of IIT writing student, 1.56 lakhs wrote the IIT advanced exam paper 1 and paper 2. In that only 43,000 are qualified and they got the rank. Out of 43,000 students who qualified and who got the rank, 40% of the students got the IIT seats last year. So this is the last year. Whereas if we take 2018, 19, 2020, see, if we take a 100 below rank, if we take the below 100 rank, a student who got below 100 or around 100 rank, the percentage is 76% of the marks. Why I'm talking percentage means they may conduct for 360, they may conduct for 396, they may conduct for 512, they may conduct for 548, we don't know. And the exam day is a surprise. So I am doing a percentage of that. So out of whatever the examination marks, maximum marks is conducted, out of that 76% of the marks who got, they got below 100 rank in 2018. Whereas 2000, why I'm talking 3 years means you see the observation. 2019 it is decreased to 72. And if we take 2020 it is decreased to 70. Means 2021 I can say that around 68%. 68%, if you get you will get a below 100 rank. If we take another example of 500 rank, this is the rank. If you, in a IIT rank, if it is below 500, you won. Say the last 3 years says that 59% marks who got, they got below 500, around 500. Next point is, it is 53 and it is 51. The 2% are decreasing. Means easily we can expect around 50% marks are enough to get the below 500 rank. This year. So next point, if I take around 1000 below rank if you want, 1000 below rank if you want, it will be, this is 1 minute. I already told 1000 is nothing but 50%. 1000 below rank 59% 2018, 2019 53, 2020 51. This year we are expecting that 50% only 1000 below rank you will get. Next, if we take 3000 below rank, for example, I am taking the different 5 cases. Below 1000 rank, 3000 means 50%, 47%, and 43. I am repeating again to get the below 1000 rank. 2018, 59% of marks. 53% in 2019, 2020, 51. This year I am expecting around 49 to 50%. You will get below 1000 rank. Below 3000 rank if it is. Below 1000, why I am underlying means you will get a top 5 IITs. So around 16,000 IIT seats are there, you know. So next, below 3000 rank if you want, 50%, 47, 43. Means this may go to 41 or 42 this side. Next point, below 5000 if you take, the last 3 years percentages are 42, 40 and 35.5. Means this may go to 33, 34. And below 13,000, because expecting seats up to that, I am telling, below 13,000 if you take, it is 28%, 26%, 24%. Like this, they are there in 13,000, and it may be around same percentile this way. So, and you see very carefully, these are means to qualify in IIT Advanced, around 20 to 22% is enough to qualify. But to get the seat in IIT, you have to get more than a good seat, 33 to 34%. So only I am telling that, not top IITs. So if you take very carefully, to get into a 1000 below rank, your expected marks should be 50% of the paper. So that 50% I am talking that you prepare only 60 to 65% this year. You prepare for 25 days, only 60 to 65% of the marks. Which chapters I told that chapter you prepare thoroughly. Automatically you will get this marks. So now very carefully observe it. This is I am elaborating in the screen also. 2018, 19, 20, 21 I am talking. Below 100 rank 76, 72, 70 this year expected 68. Below 1000 50% marks are enough. Below 3000 41 to 42% is enough. Below 5000 33 to 34% marks are enough for us. That you have to remember to get into the 60 to 65% of the marks or 60 to 65% of the subject you prepare for the last 25 days. So next point if we take, now you see the last minute what we have to do is always remember October 3rd is there. These 25 days you plan yourself. What you have to do, a perfect planning is needed. Every day around 10 to 12 hours you prepare. And 3-4 days you attempt the grand test, not every day. 3-4 grand tests you attempt. Previous 2018, 19, 20 papers you solve it. And these chapter which I told, you try to prepare more to get the below 1000 rank. And another point important is the health also important. You maintain the health. So throughout the night working, it's not good. So only 10 to 12 hours you do work. The remaining you take rest. And another thing is, don't go outside, or outside foods you avoid it, because this corona COVID conditions. It's not good. If 2 years study you are done, health problem comes, it's very difficult. You have to maintain your health also. You try to avoid oil food for the next 25 days. Maintain a good health. Next point, on exam day also, selection of the questions is also important. Selection of the question is also important. That means all these three subjects if you take, say two paper, morning 3 hours, evening 3 hours, in between 2 hours gap will be there. So whatever the three paper they have given, first of all, if you are interested in whatever the subject you interest, you start with that. But in the first round, so let us imagine 18 questions are given. Try to attempt 5 or 6 or 7 questions which are perfectly known to you. Accuracy is very important. Accuracy is very important. Then go to the next subject, what is your interested subject. Then that also, out of 18 questions, 5 to 6 questions you attend. And out of this, physics also 5 to 6 questions, or maybe 7 to 8, depending upon your knowledge you are working. So you attempt in the first round. Next round, what happens? The typical problem which you left, you think again. You think again whether you are getting ideas or not. Then try to do it. But in that, one important point, matrix matching is there. So because the answer will be there, very important is a matrix matching is there. Several answers may come. Be careful. If a partial marking system is there, try to attempt it. Less negative mark is there, try to attempt it. If it is a no negative mark is there, compulsory you attempt it. No negative mark, you attempt it. Partial marking, you attempt it. More negative, 50% of the mark, +4 or -2, avoid it if it is a totally unknown question to you. And depending upon the morning 3 hours work, what you are doing, say already in the morning system, let us imagine you are getting around 30 to 35%. So try to attempt only 10, 15 or 20%, depending. It means don't take the guess marks in the second half. In the first also, what I am telling, don't take any guess. First, you known questions you perfectly do. Next, typical question you try to solve. No negative you attempted. Less, because you attempted less questions, let us imagine. Then partial negative, very less negative, 1/4 negative is there, or +4 or -1 is there, 1 or 2 questions you can attempt. Like that you have to choose, but unwantedly unknown questions don't attempt, because negative marking is there. But no negative, compulsory attempt. Partial marking, less negative, you have to attempt compulsory. So this type of things, with a 100% confidence, without any tension, very much feel free to write the exam 6 hours perfectly. Don't come out before 6 hours. Write perfectly, you will having a chance, because mains is different, other engineering entrance are different, advanced is different. Advanced 90% or 100% marks, no need. I already told 50% wonderful seat of the top 5 colleges you will get. If you get 33% or 35, also you will get a seat into IIT. So you attempt properly in the examination hall. Perfectly you write whatever you know. And about mathematics, I am a mathematics lecturer. Well, whatever any doubts you got it, you can WhatsApp me 90994580 for any math doubts or regarding the admission doubts. Anything if you want, 9099 for 4580. My name is MN. So this is the about the 25 days. Prepare well. All the best for your examination.